the cool kid, but it's more complex, trying to rid a certain context. Hair straight, gelled an older face, next she's expelled with no trace. No one notices if she's homed, informed social services at school on the throne. On a park trip, craving attention, won't take tips, taught no lessons. Apart from jaded and taking risks, now becoming faded in the mist. Between kid and adult, seen as a mum, it's not her fault who she's become. Twisted, isn't it, when you closely examine all the shit you can only imagine. Woken up with no support, that's why being cool is what she's taught a queen at school. No home time, no food in the fridge. Mum's next line, she's drinking under the bridge. The sky screams nature has a purpose. Life only seems short kicks and worthless. She whacks on a makeup covering her eyes, witnessing breakups, this pointless disguise. Holds a fag between her fingers, labelled a slag, the smell her name lingers. No, only 15, almost a lady, has now been subjected next to a baby. Obviously not planned, no hand in hand with an older man. She's 16, he drives a van and she's mixing, trying to find even an inkling of what she left behind. So please don't judge the small child, the makeup smudge is more wild, kicking up aggression, still wanting more, gives a bad impression. New keys to the door of a council house, claiming all benefits. The child's fucked and saddened in bits. He doesn't even exist, too drunk to remember. Now the child's going bits, it's due in November. So we revisit an unwanted child, a heart and bits, some other world. Not even 20, broken and trapped, any drugs, plenty of mind tapped. So look closely then at this baby, her mother's ghost, still child and lady. The child's pushed, the mum judged, the world looks, it sees love, a natural instinct, almost a shadow, a life's justification by a burning arrow of lifeless emotion. No one can say, not constant devotion, losing all sanity. 10 paces forward, 10 in reverse, so awkward as life inserts itself upon a child and mum running wild. What kind of style life can turn out vile?
Hi Megan.
Hello. Alright.
You're right. Thanks for coming in today. Just going to give you a quick interview for our Itz Our Time documentary.
Cool.
We just want to know really a bit more about you, where you're from, what you do rap-wise, and how you got started.
Okay, so I'm originally from Trencrom, and I've lived in Cornwall all my life, but I've moved away for uni and then travelling and gigging and stuff like that. And so how did I get into rap? I got into rap, I first heard him on a friend's CD when I was 14 on my first trip abroad, and I was in Spain, and I heard Eminem and I just couldn't believe how he could reach me with words, and I was just so stunned by it that I sort of carried on writing afterwards and listening to more rap and annoyed people for about 4 years with this really dodgy American accent.
So when you started rapping, you originally used an American accent?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then later on found your own style?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because other than, obviously, you're an MC, but you're also a spoken word poet.
Yeah.
How did that merge? Was it the rap first and then did it...
Yeah, it was rap first, and then I kind of got really annoyed at having to rely on people to do the beats, because I've never been interested in beats. I've been interested in words and performing as an artist. So then when you strip it back and you're just talking without any music, it can be really powerful. But then on the flip side of that, I find the difficulty of that is some of the pretentiousness in the scene which comes with spoken words. So I try to not class myself in any of those boxes because of that kind of confliction that I have. But that's also a piece that I'm writing for Edinburgh Fringe that I'm performing at this year, and it's all talking about how you identify with what you do as an art form, basically, because I don't really know what I am anymore. But yeah, I love all of it and different artists within that.
Okay, and you're also a youth worker.
Yeah.
And how do you use your spoken word poetry and your rap and your interest in music to help young people in the job that you do?
Yeah, so within the job that I do and helping young people, it's giving them a voice. It's informal education, it's walking alongside them and supporting them as an individual, and it's about non-judgment, and it's about sticking up for something ethically, which I think is really true in a system which breeds people to fail them. Essentially, if you're not middle class and white, who are you and what are you, and those kind of identifications. And actually I think it's really important to support young people, especially in today's world when it's becoming increasingly difficult to be a young person. So yeah, I really love my job for that side of things as well.
Great.
Yeah.
And in terms of gigs and kind of, I take it you're getting around quite a lot in Cornwall and elsewhere,
Yeah, so gig-wise at the moment, recently I've been doing some stuff for Apples and Snakes up in Exeter. I've been doing a friend's gig for Amnesty International. I've been doing some stuff with a hip hop crew from Falmouth and hoping to do more with them. And I'm also working on my own show, which is my main focus at the moment, and I'm going to be performing at Edinburgh Fringe, an amazing venue that I've forgotten the name of, which is really bad, between the 18th and the 22nd of August. So that's my recent projects, and I'm also going to be on a radio next week, and I've forgotten the name of the radio station, so I'm really not selling what I'm doing that well. I never do, that's the problem actually.
No worries. Okay, great. Thank you very much
for
your interview, and we'll look out for more things from MCMC as the year goes on.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Cheers.